Hi, everyone. Imagine yourself struggling through knee-deep mud, every step feeling heavy, and even the simplest tasks take 10 times the effort. That's what depression can feel like, this constant uphill battle that drains your energy and motivation. Now, unlike a physical illness with a clear cause and cure, depression can be isolating. You might feel misunderstood and alone in a world that seems vibrant and full of energy while you struggle to even just take your next step. In our video series on depression management skills, we've been focusing on how social support can be a critical tool in overcoming depression. And we've talked about various ways of building your social support network. In today's video, we're going to be talking about ways of building a social support team, specifically to help support you as you're recovering from depression. Now, think of a social support team kind of like your own personal squad, a crew of cheerleaders, advocates, and helpers that you can assemble to be alongside you in your recovery journey. The great thing about this team is that it can be built from a variety of people, those who have experienced depression themselves and those who haven't. Now, one thing to note is that people who haven't been through depression might not understand, and they might say things that sting, like, just snap out of it, or everyone feels down sometimes. Now, while they mean well, this is like telling someone who's colorblind to appreciate the vibrant beauty of a sunset. It just doesn't work, and it's not particularly helpful advice. But the key here is to be patient. Don't ditch these friends and family altogether. Educate them a bit on depression. Explain how it makes you feel and the challenges you face, but also recognize that they might never fully understand. So with this in mind, you want to focus on having at least one person on your support team who's been there. When you're recovering from depression, having at least one person who has walked a similar path can be incredibly helpful for a number of reasons. Now, one of the biggest challenges of depression can be feeling utterly alone in your experience. People who haven't been through it often have difficulty understanding the depths of depression. But someone who has battled depression themselves can offer a unique kind of understanding and support. They felt the same crushing lows, the same lack of motivation, the same sense of hopelessness. They get it on a deeper level because they've experienced it firsthand. This shared understanding can be extremely validating. It lets you know that you're not crazy or broken, and that there are others who have felt this way too. It can also foster a deep sense of empathy and connection, reminding you that you're not alone in this fight to overcome depression. People who've experienced depression can help reduce your sense of isolation. Depression has a way of making people feel isolated from the world. Social interaction can feel exhausting, and the activities that you used to enjoy may have no appeal. Having someone on your team who's experienced depression can help combat this isolation. They can share their stories of overcoming loneliness and remind you of the importance of staying connected with others, even when it feels difficult. They can also provide you a sense of hope and inspiration. Recovery from depression can feel like a long and arduous journey. There will be setbacks and moments of doubt, but having someone on your team who has successfully navigated depression can be a powerful source of hope and inspiration. Seeing someone else emerge from the darkness of depression and reclaim their life shows you that it's possible. It reminds you that recovery is a real and achievable goal, and it can help motivate you to keep moving forward on your own path. And these people can also provide a safe space for you to vent and express difficult emotions like anger, sadness, frustration, and despair. Bottling up these emotions can be unhealthy, but expressing them to someone who doesn't understand can feel risky. So having a support person who's experienced depression creates this safe space to vent, to cry, or to express these difficult emotions without judgment. They can offer support and understanding, helping you process your feelings in a healthy way. So there's a lot of value in having someone on your recovery team who has experienced depression. But what about those people who haven't had depression? They might feel helpless in the face of your struggle. They may see your low mood and lack of motivation and wonder what they can do to help fix you. Now, this good intention can backfire, leaving them feeling overwhelmed and unsure of how to offer effective support. But they can still be incredibly valuable members of your recovery team. So the first step is to identify those potential teammates. Think about close friends, family members, or even trusted acquaintances who you feel comfortable reaching out to. Consider their strengths and how they might be able to best support you. Do you need someone who can offer you a listening ear and a shoulder to cry on? Perhaps you need someone who can be a source of distraction and lighthearted fun. Maybe you need someone who is more practical and who can help you with errands and chores on a day-to-day basis. Different people can fit these different categories. Here's the key rule for building a recovery team. Ask people for help doing things, not doing things for you. This empowers you and avoids overwhelming your recovery team. Do you need groceries? Ask a friend to go with you for some company and moral support, not to do the shopping alone. Be sure to keep your requests small and manageable. Remember, the other people can always say no, and that's okay. And it's important to be clear and specific with your requests, framing them as something you'd appreciate, not something you're expecting them to do. So for example, instead of saying, "I can't get out of bed," something you could say is, "Would you mind keeping me company for a bit this morning? I'm finding it hard to get motivated." This gives your friend a clear and actionable way to support you. Building a strong support system is a collaborative effort. By communicating your needs openly and honestly, and by offering specific requests for help, you can empower those who care about you to be effective members of your recovery team. Remember, they may not fully understand your experience, but their love, their support, and their willingness to help can be a powerful force on your journey to feeling better. Think of your recovery team as a network, not a single lifeline. Spread out your requests so that no one person feels overburdened. And remember, while they can offer support, you're still in charge of your own recovery. Keep working on healthy habits like exercise and goal setting, even when it feels difficult. A good support team won't let you do all the work, but they also won't do it for you. They'll be there to walk alongside you one step at a time, offering encouragement, practical help, and a listening ear. They'll be your champions, reminding you of your strength and celebrating your victories, no matter how small. And if you want to learn more about the nature of social support in depression, I'd encourage you to check out this video. So that's all for today's video. As always, thank you for making it all the way to the end of this video, and I will see you in the next one.